Okay guys, so I'm going to be talking about how to play against a Mega Knight deck, like what to do like when you're going in Expo here, which I don't recommend. I recommend you to like go get your knight or like archers, like something like this. And I'll start like on the left because like I just want to make a more balanced situation. Like you go on a knight, and then like normally mid ladder players like in 5100 to 5300 range will go like when you go explore like this, they'll go like in for a mega knight like this. And then like what you should do here is not panic. Do not panic and slowly get your troops killing the mega knight, and then like I'm just going to cycle to something else. And yeah, stuff like that, log that, value, really, yeah. So this is not a real game, and I'm just going to like try out something like this. And usually I will stall until like 1 minute to like get expo like without cycles. So here I go in for an expo, and then like this guy goes in for a mega knight again. I'll go in like a knight here. Okay, yeah, that's fair. And like but like usually a good timing like this could probably save you a lot of elixir. And I'll just type that. Okay, now you guys can see on my other account I'm like 3 cards of Mega Knight, and like in this account I'm already like like 3 cards of Mega Knight. So now when I go in again, this guy shouldn't be able to have expo and like to maybe start panic, and then like that's just 1 second, and then like you should start protecting your knight, and then like he just goes 1 second late of a mega knight or like a few seconds, and then you should start like the going full like fireball or stuff like that. Predictions, anything is welcome, and like going archers, something like this, and then you'll get like a very good lock and good amount of damage to a tower. So yeah, like the payment continues, and like this time you could be like defending and playing defensive exposed like this. So now this guy might go Mega Knight at the back to like build up a very large push at the end. Okay, yeah. We could go like Ice Spirit or like something like that, and then like this another Mega Knight comes in. So like this time you want to go like Legion Knight and stall out the game if you can possibly. Like just keep spamming knights, and like I hope you guys understand from this, and like the interactions and stuff like that. So okay, hello guys. So this is Expo, and what is an Expo? Expo is a like a really good card like in the Expo 3.0 cycle, and often featuring in stuff like that. And okay, so the Expo is a card that when it locks on, nothing can stop it. Only spells can stop it, but like yeah, it's very easily to like play a Expo, but like how to play it well. So the Expo is a 6 elixir card, and when you deploy it, what makes it special? It's like the only building and also mortar can be attacked from the your side tower. And like what the cool thing is that once it is deployed, nothing can stop it from like it won't change the target unless there was a sap. So yeah, let's go through today's topic on like there are a few things we'll be covering, such as how to use the expo in the right timing, and how to counter the expo, because like that's also a very big problem to like a lot of us, I believe. So let's go through a few hard counters on expo, and how do you play expo when you're against these hard counters, guys. Let's start. So let's get into the deck, and like this is expo 3.0, and like it's 3 elixir at the average, and like there are some cards, 8 defensive cards. It's like a very defensive system where the expo will be the doing the damage on the opponent's tower mostly, and like but if you're winning, your Expo will normally be at like defensive, while like other cards such as the Ice Spirit, Skeletons, and Log to Cycle, while archers be the supporting units and supporting your troops to defend mostly, and the knight to be like a bit small tank to like defend other tanks like such as Mega Knight or like P.E.K.K.A, and like a Tesla to pull the opponent's win condition except for minor, and Fireball to do like some extra time damage and like the log 2 chip damage. And like today we'll like talk about every card in Expo 3.0, then talk about like how to use the Expo in the right time after we explain of these cards. First off, the Ice Spirit, like it has a very massive impact on the game, whether you're using Ice Spirit or like the Electro Spirit. But like they're both good, but I personally recommend you to use Ice Spirit in like 5,000 or like 5,500 cups, and like using a bit like E Spirit in the higher range, and like because it will bring a better freeze and like also lets you control the game easier. But like E Spirit chains, so like it's like high skill. So like, and then like the Tesla is a like main building you use on defense. Like you won't use the Expo to pull a Hog Rider, right? So like you have to be careful and not like spam Expo and Tesla every time. And also let's there are three main placement on Expo, and I'll show you that now. Okay guys, so the first placement is in the right square. You don't put it here because like it's easier, and also letting your Tesla and other troops to support. This tile, and this tile are the three best positions. While if you have one Expo already on the tower, you can go in like the second one in the middle. But we don't recommend you doing this every time, since like you can like there's no meaning of doing that when you want your opponent to spend elixir on your right side to defend. Like for example, your opponent goes for a golem at the right side, then you want to force some elixir out. You don't want to be like defending here, so that he will have extra elixir to defend your troops, like your exo. But if you went in for here, he has to go in for like some force of some elixir, and like maybe he got a second late, then you can like have better time to defend that, and also like pull the golem and like having better defense on that. Yeah, something like this, and like DPSing the golem. And yeah, that's like the first placement and most efficient placement on the like I usually do and most player does. And then the second placement, okay, yeah, we're back into Expo, and now on my iPad screen it's like around 3 cards or like 2 cards off like the golem, so you're having yourself in a massive like advantage against outcycling the opponent. And the second placement I'll be showing you is like here. So like when you go in here, the opponent might have like good defense here, some bats, maybe a golem. I think the golem comes in time, and yeah, the knight comes in, and like this time you should be like thinking a job of good defending, like something like that. Pull this, and also your second knight, and then like in here you should be able to like have a huge card advantage, and like in here you should go in Expo, and like your opponent will be like suffering to defend your stuff, like since they're down a bit with the things you're having. Like then you get a lock, your opponent might try and rush you, but like it's everything's too late, and you can go in with like an easy fireball to grab the victory here. So like although it won't be that easy, definitely not that easy in real game, because like I did this, like I'm trying to like just use it in the same all of my account, and I'm controlling on the iPad too. But like yeah, it won't be that easy, but like I'm showing you the placement of the Expo. Okay, the second thing we're going to go through is that the Expo will never go well in the deck without the like the cards supporting it well. So like I've chose some cards to like probably suit in the expo meta. So like these 6-7 are very good cards, and then also you can these cards are not too good, and like maybe a Falk you can replace it with the Knight. Like you can replace Knight with Falk. Also Cannon to replace Tesla if you're in a higher skill level. Fire Spirit can be used, and also like you can go for a Giant Skeleton and Archer Queen when you're in like top ladder, but like if you're in that, so you'll probably not be in here. Rocket, it makes like good synergy for defensive tactics and like just rocket cycling with but if you bring Rocket, probably you'll use a Tornado too, which yep, the Tornado, since like Rocket you can get a lot more value with the Tornado. And also like the other cards, maybe not that much, since maybe Earthquake, but like less chance, and also E-Spirit synergizes well, because like maybe Dark Goblin too, but like also Ice Golem. Yep, these few cards fit very well with the expo. You can play Ice Golem instead of Knight if you're like more confident of your skills, but like I recommend you to play this deck and like maybe trying to get to mid ladder or things like that. So yeah, the expo is not playing the deck itself. Like you can put expo in like a very random deck, and like maybe just go for like a Mega Knight expo deck. That won't work unless like you're over leveled, and but like that's not the point. We're teaching you, trying to go through and teach you how to use expo in the right timing. So yeah, let's go into the third topic: when to play the expo in the right timing. Okay guys, so in our third topic, when to play the expo, is a very big like a thing to know too, because like when the opponent plays like a golem at the back like this, so this is the best timing. You should go expo and you should not hesitate at all, unless you think like he'll probably take your tower, because like golem players will probably sack their tower for like in exchange to getting your tower. And then facing like something like this, you should probably go for an expo to like kill the like Tesla to like get an earlier like stuff like this. And also like they might go in like this. I'm just spamming on both accounts, but like yeah, there's a lot of things could be happening. And then like when this guy goes in a golem again on the other lane, you should go and expo in the like every time he goes golem, unless you're like very confident of like what you're doing, or I won't be like suggesting you to like go offensive expo, but like now since it's tutorial, I'll just like show you what to do. Yeah, you guys see like the thing is that it just takes a very much like quick timing. And like in here, we've got like a lot of elixir advantage since I didn't really play on the other thing. So this is the timing. Okay, like this guy, I'll try and create a more balanced situation now. Fire barrel and like stuff like that. When you see the opponent is coming in hot with a really big push, you should start playing defensive expos, which will not cover much here. But like yeah, that's the point. And like go rush the opponent's other lane when you know he doesn't have the elixir advantage, and he played a huge tank in the back like Mega Knight 2. So let's go into the next topic. Okay, so on the other hand, if you have playing like a player against Packer Bridge spam, which I will like mainly just focus on the topic today, the expo, like just don't care about like the game result. And like when the opponent like a normal elixir goes in for a P.E.K.K.A at the back, or like maybe a Royal Ghost, and then like he's going in for like a like you went in for expo, like you thought he will go in like that, and then the opponent comes in for like a P.E.K.K.A, then you should be like kiting it around and around and like trying to get it like this. But like the opponent, be careful of like some Packer Bridge spam stuff like this. And then like always you should go for like some like in this situation the opponent will probably yeah, I think I shouldn't do this. Okay, so guys, here it's like some normal situations. Like I think I recommend you to like cycle all your cards, like low elixir cards away, like your Ice Spirit, Skelly, or Log, and maybe even a Fireball away. so that you go for an Expo, because like when you have archers you can DPS down stuff, knight to block the opponent's tank, and Tesla to maybe take the win condition away. Then when you're ready you should go for an Expo, and there are two solutions like the opponent will go in. The first one is that they'll play something in the middle, which is like a higher skill one, which normal players like they'll just go in with like a, we'll just quickly kill this, and like this is the first situation, and like the second situation is to like just body block you straight at the like the, it's like the opponent will just straightly body block you in the bridge, and like leaving you no defense, like leaving you without any, what's that called, like it's like just when you go Expo, I'll explain it again later. Like the second solution is that, wait, I'll just fireball this to kill everything. Like we're going to be doing this again, and the bandit something. Okay, let's finish this bandit, and yeah, this is also a good, like skeletons can kill bandit. So again, when you go in for an Expo here, the opponent might be like having a P.E.K.K.A. again. He's back in P.E.K.K.A. cycle, but like normally he just doesn't if you have a good play. So I'm going in like log here, like Expo, and then like the other normal thing people with lesser skill will do is like going in like P.E.K.K.A. like this, but like it's a very good way to like get some damage. But like unfortunately this guy, like sometimes your Expo won't work like that, but like let's just try, like, okay, yep, something like that. Okay, and we're back to another Expo. Like you guys can see how fast this cycle is. Like sometimes like this, and then like this guy's out of like the cycle, and you should go like skeletons. That's what I'm talking about. And like going for stuff like this, and then log this away, so like when he wants to go in for something to block that, he will not be able to. So like this, you get a very good lock on. And yeah, that's pretty much it, and like you're almost running the game. But like sometimes yeah, the Expo, if you're like getting a damage like this, the opponent, the smart way is to go like this to store the Expo, but like you can easily like kite it and like defend it like this, keep just spamming stuff, and you might go in like something like this, a bandit or something. Battle ram. Okay, then yeah, I'll just fireball log this. Yeah, and then when I go in for another Expo, you might predict it and go in like P.E.K.K.A. in here. That's like very usual, so no worries. And like you might go in a low E-Wiz. That's yeah, when you could go in fireball cycling. And then like this timing, you should go in like here, since like the opponent might be very like, oh yeah, like this is the timing you should go in like the middle Expo, since like he's like almost collapsing and you need some more firepower, something like that. But like I recommend you doing that in like 3 times elixir. Yeah, so that's like the first thing, how do you play Expo in like a good timing. Okay guys, now like the how to use Expo is done, and like I will be showing you some how to like the hard counters of Expo. Like when you go in Expo, this guy just plays Giant Skelly. Yeah, I'll just show some interactions between like the Expo and some hard counter cards, which you can use them, but like without supporting troops. Okay, the second hard counter, the first one is Giant Skelly, oops, and the second one will be like RG, like 1v1 solo, but like with supporting troops it can change a lot. But like mostly when you face these few like hard counters against Expo, you'll okay, so our third hard counter to the Expo is going to be the E-Giant. So like why is it a hard counter? Because like every time a E-Giant, like a Expo locks to the E-Giant, it will just go dead. And yeah, that's the interaction, and like you have to go in for a Tesla and supporting maybe in the middle to like defend that. But like we're just saying about like the interactions of the hard counter of E-Giant, like Expo. Yeah. Okay, so our third hard counter to the Expo is going to be the E-Giant. So like why is it a hard counter? Because like every time a E-Giant, like a Expo locks to the E-Giant, it will just go dead. And yeah, that's the interaction, and like you have to go in for a Tesla and supporting maybe in the middle to like defend that. But like we're just saying about like the interactions of the hard counter of E-Giant, like Expo. Yeah. Okay, so the fourth hard counter to Expo is Inferno Dragon, like here. Like sometimes you can use skellies and archers to defend, but like you'll still get like a lot of chip damage if they use an Inferno to counter you, and like but like you won't get too much. So like yeah, these are a few hard counters, and I'll be showing more in the coming continue. Okay guys, so the another hard counter to the like a good counter solution to the Expo with a positive elixir trade is like an ice golem defended with a pair of archers. This combo can completely shut down the Expo, and you'll get a positive elixir trade, and yeah, also a small counter push. But like yeah, that's a very good counter to Expo. Okay, so the next hard counter to Expo is going to be a rocket, and like when you almost deployed it, you'll get like a few single hits, like around 200 damage, but like a rocket can mostly shut down an Expo. Okay, so there's a few more Expo hard counter, and like 1v1. These like in the Inferno Tower and the cannon will be fully able to shut down the Inferno Tower. However, if you add in like some support troops, it will be definitely a different. Like Inferno Tower can be easily distracted and like getting DPS down, but like Expo 1v1 won't beat the Inferno Tower. So the next Expo hard counter will be definitely the Giant. Like the Giant is very tanky, and also it can tank a lot of shots, and it has a very decent amount of damage here, so it's definitely going to win the Expo and going to like take half of your tower view, and it was left ignored. So yeah, make sure to pull it with a Tesla if you're playing Expo, and yeah, pretty good, like something like that. Okay, the next hard counter to Expo from a low elixir cycling deck is definitely going to be a cannon. Oops. Yeah, oops. And also a cannon card and also a bowler, like something like that. So cannon card and bowler are both like hard counters to the Expo. So yeah, be careful of them too. Like they will give you a pretty hard day of playing Expo. So as a final conclusion, the Expo is a card where you need to like outcycle opponent's hard counter to you. Like for example, he goes in here and he got a Giant. Like there will be a bit of gameplay here now, and you could go in Tesla to body block that. He might go in like an Inferno Dragon or something, and like you should let your Expo die here, since like they've got like a lot of good answers, and like this time you know that his Giant is not back, so you might go in for like a cannon and like a bit of prediction here, and also a knight, I guess, and then you'll get a pretty good log. Yep, like just a pretty good log. You've outcycled his Giant, and now he's just barely back to his Giant. So yeah, we'll go into like a new real game and like show you how to play this deck with commentary. And yeah, if you guys like this like how-to videos of Expo, and I'll be like doing a series of it if you guys like this.